Good afternoon. Today is Sunday, and I think it's December 8th or 9th. I'm not really sure on the date. I'll look before I post this. We want to do a reading for the collective today. This isn't for any specific sign. So this is just a general weekly reading for the collective in general. And so if this cannot and will not resonate with everyone, but if this resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, there's plenty of other readers out there that perhaps will. Right, so I just want to grab one thing, you guys. Okay, sorry about that. It's a book I wanted to have by my side. This is going to be a general reading, so let's see. I'm going to draw from the Keepers of the Light Oracle and to begin, and we'll see who's working with us this week. I just posted Virgo reading this morning, I believe. I did that last night. I posted the Virgo reading. Now I'll get to the rest of the signs next week, probably. But for today, this is going to be a reading for the collective for December 2019 Spirit. Show the collective and for their highest good what Ascended Master God or Goddess is working with them. And my dog just opened the door and let himself in. Nico, go lay down. Hopefully you can't hear the TV from the other room because my roommate lost it. Okay. Oh. Nico, he just pushes the door open with his paws. I gotta fix that door. All right, well, lay down then. Got me getting up and down 10 times. Okay, lay down. If you want to stay in here, the door has to stay shut. Sorry about that, you guys. Sorry. I almost want to start this reading over, but no, I'm just going to keep going. That's Nico being a pain in the ass. Nico. Come here. Oh. Say hi. Yeah, hi, everybody. It's me. I'm the pain. It's me, I'm the one. I bust down the door because I want to be with my mama. Yeah, say hi, everybody. Okay, that's enough. Go lay down. Alright, so we're going to see. This is the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, and we're going to see who's working with us this week, the week of December. I'm going to say the week of December 9th, yeah? And I open Sacred Space. So we'll see who's working with us today. And we got Radha, Soul Flame. Okay. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. So Radha is about self-healing, right? It's about rediscovery. It's about finding the inner child again. So maybe some of you were in a dead-end marriage or a dead-end relationship, and you lost part of yourself, right? You lost part of this is what I'm getting. You lost part of yourself, and it's time to discover that. I feel like you've gotten out of those unhealthy relationships for the people that I'm channeling for, and Radha's here to ask you to, find yourself again. Get back out there and see what your interests are. Let's go ahead and read it out of the book. And the Hindu goddess Radha is a divine feminine counterpart of the twin flame of Krishna, and she is considered to represent Shakti, the divine feminine and creative spirit of the universal life force. Without the female, the male cannot be created. And for this reason, Shakti is a powerful force that is honored and cherished. She's completely devoted to her partner and illustrates the age-old Behind every powerful man is a powerful woman. She is dedicated to supporting all of those who seek relationship harmony. So do you seek some kind of relationship harmony? Radha's here to work with relationships for the month of December. This is a loving union connection. And loving union, connection, and relationship harmony are key at this time. It's important to remember, though, that relationships won't make you whole. Only your own love can do that. So we're whole by ourselves if we give ourselves self-love, right? We can never call in that great love that we seek until we give it to ourselves. Does that make sense? You now have opportunities to find lost parts of yourself. Maybe central aspects of the capacity to cherish yourself. The relationship around you will then begin to reflect the love you have for yourself. Increased romance, love, and opportunities to express divine harmony through love are all becoming apparent in your life. You deserve divine love, and Radha, who with her Shakti presence, is here to awaken the loving connection within you now. So I feel like this is talking about some of you guys getting into new relationships this month, yeah? Remember, self-love is the most important. Take care of you before you do anything else, okay? Remember not to lose yourself. I feel like the message here is not to lose yourself when you get into those new relationships, right? Be you, be authentic, and you'll call in that authenticity of another, right? You'll vibrate at the same level. So we're going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot today, and I'm going to clarify using Illuminating the Prophecy, which is my Raven Oracle deck, or is this an Oracle or a Tarot? This is probably Tarot. Wow. Well, the first two cards I dropped were the Ten of Cups and the Six of Swords. So we're moving on to troubled waters into a Ten of Cups, yeah? I'm going to read those together, and we'll see what's next. No, actually, I'm not. I'm going to mix these up again because I used these last night for the Virgo reading. I feel like maybe we don't want to do that. So this is going to be a reading for the collective. General reading, the month of December 2019, Spirit. What does the collective need to know most for their highest good for the week of December 9th? The week of December 9th, 2019. What does the collective need to know most? The week of December 9th. What is going to happen this week? The week of December 9th, Spirit. Too many, Spirit. Okay. Ooh, the Lovers. Knew this was going to be on love. Oh, the Four of Cups. The Seven of Wands. And the Emperor is trying to fall. For the week of December 9th, what can the collective expect? What can we expect for the week of December 9th, Spirit? And we got our Ten of Cups. All right. So what I'm going to do is clarify with the Illuminating the Prophecy. I love these cards. Some of you may have a Gemini in your life. Gemini represents the Lovers. There's a six on this card. Represents love and perhaps a retake on relationships. What I mean by retake is someone from the past coming back in and it being in a new vibration, right? Maybe it's going to work out this time. Maybe they realize what the failed aspects of the relationships were and they came to fix it. That's what I feel like. Let's see what the top of the deck. The top of the deck is the Six of Wands, and right underneath that is the Five of Swords. And I think I got these two cards last night. That's just funny. And this talks about there being success and attainment, and this talks about fighting being over. So just as I was saying, like the Lovers come in. Now, I want to look at the bottom of the deck too. And you have the Fool, so the Fool is a good sign, and right under that is the Empress. So we're looking good for this week, you guys. I feel like some of you have a new relationship coming in, or something you've been waiting for is about to manifest this week. Yeah. Tell us about the Lovers, Spirit. Why is the Lovers here? Ten of Cups. Ooh. We get Ten of Cups twice, you guys, in this reading. Like, this is going to be a good reading. Oh, this person is coming in. This could be a Gemini or not. They are coming in to bring you your Ten of Cups. This person is going to bring you your Ten of Cups. And with the Four of Cups, you got the Moon card. Talks about there being things hidden. But the Seven of Wands brings in the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Cups brings in the Fool. Interesting. Hang on, you guys. I want to let him back out. All right. No more yelling for me then. No more busting through my door. And by the way, these are my abundance candles, so I hope you guys are enjoying them. Oh, that dog makes me so mad. Dies. Blah. I like to read the meanings out of this book because I love illuminating the prophecy. This is by Maggie Stiefvater, and there's really different meanings. Same general meaning, but I just like the way she words things, if that makes sense. Okay, and so we got the Lovers, and we all know what that means. This could either be a Gemini or just like, this is the Union card, right? There's people coming together, okay? So you got new love coming into your life. This is a successful completion of something, right? There's no more fighting, and here comes your Six of Wands. Someone's coming in for you to bring you your Ten of Cups. And I want to just read here. Both the 9 and the 10 of Cups represent deep happiness with the relationship in your life. But while the 9 represents internal happiness, the 10 looks outwardly at the reality and finds that indeed it is as amazing as you suspected it might be. So I feel like some of you have known or felt that this person was coming in and knew that this was going to be an amazing connection, and it is. Your intuition was right on it when you're having those feelings, right? So basically, don't squander this time. Enjoy it because it probably won't last. Perfection is a moment, not a lifestyle, right? So that's not to say that you're going to break up with your lover or lose a family member, but there's no dire warning in this card. But part of what makes the Ten of Cups so idyllic is that everything is working together in a perfect balance. Eventually, someone will have to work. Someone will have a work crisis, or a move will happen, or a project will demand more time, and the bliss will be interrupted. So basically, enjoy this, how relationships, I feel like what I want to say here is like you get used to people when you first start a relationship. It's passionate and it's there's a lot of passion, fire. There's a lot of enjoying each moment. But as the relationship moves on and people are together longer and longer, things can die out. So just remember to enjoy these new, fresh starting moments. But obviously you're not going to feel this passionate at the end that you felt at the beginning. But I feel like the universe is saying, try and keep the fire alive. Like, pay attention to that. And after that, we got the Four of Cups with the Moon. With the Moon card. And the Four of Cups talks about dissatisfaction, right? Or not being happy with something. And the Moon talks about there being things hidden. So like I said, like in the beginning of every relationship, there's gonna be there's passionate, and then as we move over here, like with every relationship, there's work, right? And I feel like that's what this is right here. The Moon talks about things being revealed, like maybe you didn't know this person had these quirky things, and you're like, oh, I wish they wouldn't do that. Relationship worth having is one worth building and one worth working at, right? So I feel like that's what we're saying there, okay? And then we have the Seven of Wands, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and read out of this little book right here. You get the Ten of Cups at the beginning and at the end of the reading. So I'm telling you, I feel like this is a work in progress. This is something, this is your Ten of Cups, but you have to work to keep it that way. Does that make sense? Okay. You'll come up against me when you run into opposition and obstacles. Do you feel as though you are battling with one thing after another? It may feel this way, but know that you are in the best position to keep fighting. So I feel like this is saying fight for what you believe in, fight for your love, because with that you get the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords can cut you with her tongue, but I feel like basically this is saying this is a work in progress. Like, this is opposition, defense, courage, standing up for yourself. So I feel like, again, with the connection we had with who was it that was working? I don't know. I put it away. Was working with us this month, but I just forgot what I was going to say. Hang on a second. Oh, I just lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, guys. Radas. There she is. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Like, don't lose yourself. Here's the Queen of Swords, right? This can be opposition. Like, somebody, are you changing for somebody else, or are you not being yourself? I feel like this is saying allow people to be who they are, and you be who you are, and meet in the middle is common ground here, right? Because the Moon talks about there being things illuminated, but with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands, I'm saying the things like the Queen of Swords is always going to tell you how she really feels, right? So be in that energy, be honest, but don't be, what's the word I want to use? Don't be like overbearing or like nasty about it. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And then we get the Ten of Cups again. And I feel like this connection is worth fighting for. That's what the universe is saying right now, because you have the Lovers, the Ten of Cups. You have some dissatisfaction. You have not, what's illuminated here is don't lose yourself in this connection, support and build each other up. And then you're back into your Ten of Cups, right? And that's everything. That's the happy family, the happy home, the kids, like, it's coming. And you have the Fool with that, too. And the Fool talks about just going with the flow, right? Oh, I want to read the Fool out of the book. Then we'll get into pulling some other ones. We're at 20 minutes, we're doing all right. The Devil, the Tower, the Star, the Moon. Jesus Christ, did I miss it? I did. Yeah. In other books, the Fool comes first, but in this book, apparently not. The Lovers, the Hierophant, the Empress, the High Priestess, Magician. Oh, it's a 0 on this card, and that's like the God Force, right? This is about cycles, right? The major arcana is a cycle beginning with the Fool and ending with the World. It describes the journey of a person through life, striving towards material success and spiritual perfection. Not everyone makes it to the world before death, and some people complete many cycles over many lifetimes, becoming ever more wise and ever more themselves than they began. The Fool starts it all. Childlike and optimistic, the Fool ambles curiously towards whatever piques his or her interest. Much like the pages you'll meet in the minor arcana later, the Fool's unburdened by anything weighty like experience or uncertainty, and the Fool will cheerfully amble to great adventure or off a cliff. So I feel like this is saying as like in the beginning you're like, oh my God, this is so great. This could be my 10 of Cups, and then you kind of fight the connection, right? You're like, oh, I don't like that they did that or this. What are they doing? Like, you're all up in your head about something, and you're just not wanting to accept the cup, but something keeps bringing you back around to it, right? And so you have the 7 of Wands, and this is like opposition, right? You're illuminating by the moon, which means things that you couldn't see before you can see now. And you decide to stop fighting this connection, is what I feel like. And you got the Queen of Swords, and I feel like she lays down her swords, because you go back into the 10 of Cups with the Fool, and she just says, oh, fuck it. Just go with the flow, and like, just whatever's going to be is going to be, and whatever isn't going to be, isn't going to be, so we might as well just stop and go with the flow. That's what I feel like this is saying here, okay? So let's go ahead and get some shamanic healing cards before we stop this reading. So this is looking like a good week. And Spirit is just saying, stop fighting the connection, because this is a connection that has the potential to be the 10 of Cups, depending on what you decide, right? If you decide not to take it, which is your 4 of Cups here, and you got discernment, which is just funny, right? Why is discernment here? Why is discernment here? New beginnings, and one more. And just as, just as I was saying that, the discernment card dropped, right? So discern whether or not, like, are they really doing anything wrong, or are you just, like, future forecasting, future tripping, is what I like to call it, future tripping, right? When things haven't even happened yet, nothing negative has happened, you actually don't know that anything negative is happening. So use discernment in this. Obviously, if this person treats you like crap, then you would not want to stay in that connection, and you would let that go in hopes. If you use discernment and you let that go, That too can bring you to your Ten of Cups, right? For some of you. And then we have duality. And let's go ahead and read these out of the book because these are oracle cards. So discernment says, let's see what discernment says. The lesson here, as in the previous card, is to be present, not labeled or judge, and let the energy, the feeling, wash through you. Once you do this, notice where in your body you feel effects of the emotion. Does your heart open up? Does your belly hurt? Does your throat get tight? Your head can lie to you, but your body never does. So like I said, all up in our heads about something. Can't make this shit up. Like, just go with your intuition and the feelings that your body gives you. Does that make sense? That's how you're going to figure out your discernment, okay? Does your throat get tight? Your head can lie to you, but your body never does. It is easy to become overwhelmed. Make a habit of making your first response to overwhelming energy. Wow, that's interesting, instead of what's wrong with me, right? And then we get this. This allows you to objectively discover how and why your body is reacting to the given situation or person. This card is asking you to stop looking outside of yourself for answers or an issue. Sit with it and listen to what your body is telling you. And so that's what we get for discernment. So be listening to your body, okay? And then number 2 is new beginnings, and 2 talks about unions, right? And so water, emotion, energy, all life affirming and life giving patience is the key. So you'll be dealing with the water sign too. Once the deluge of emotion passes, you will see that left in its wake is a wondrous new day, a rainbow of possibilities. Do not get attached to the emotions that surround the situation. This will only attach your identification with the emotion itself, giving it more power and hindering the release so that the door to your new beginnings will not open. Sit in the emotion, cry, journal, talk it out with a friend, and then let it go. Perform a ritual if you are called to one. Place your feelings on a piece of paper and let it go, whether through water or fire, or both. Both are excellent transmuting elements. Be thankful for the experience of the situation and proclaim to the Creator that you are ready for the newness that is about to come into your life. So this is asking, new beginnings is also asking you to let go of old things. So like I said, using discernment, if this relationship has been shitty, you want to let that go so that the new can come into your life, so that this 10 of Cups can come, right? And then we get 26, which is duality. And so let's see what that says. And duality says, black and white, good and evil, yes and no, up and down, and you want or you don't want. These are all examples of dualistic thinking. What if you banned these labels from your thoughts for a day? What would happen? Would the world end? Doubtful. Would some person get away with something? No. Would you attach less emotion to a bad situation or drama? Possibly. If that happened and others was less attachment in a situation, you could keep your vibrations higher, which would enable you to deal more successfully with any situation that comes your way. Given enough time, most bad situations work out in the end. It is your choice to be drama-free or spend a lot of time and energy wasted on a situation that will turn out okay in the end. What do you choose? So again, the universe is just asking you, just to let go. Like I said before, stop fighting this connection. What will be, right? If this is bad for you, let it go. If this is good for you, go with the flow. That's what I'm getting here. And let's get some fairies before we go out of this reading. Get some fairy oracles for the month of December. General reading for passes. Overall, this was a good reading. This seems to be surrounded by love, and from any spirit. Drop one at a time so I know that it's right. This is going to be a reading for the collective for the month of December. And the moon kept trying to come out, and so the moon was already out, I believe. Yeah, right here. And so, powerful, intuitive epiphanies, letting go of worry and fear, understanding the truth of the situation. So, again, with the letting go stuff, like, use your discernment, understanding the truth of the situation. So, pretty soon, listening to, getting in that moon energy, you're going to get some epiphanies. But it's time to let go of worry and fear, because with that you get the 5 of summer. And 5s talk about changes. And it says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from negative emotions of others. Focus on that which frightens or worries you. So, again, with the fear, and the universe is asking you not to focus on that, to just go with the flow and just to understand that what will be, will be. And there's nothing that we can do about it, so we might as well just enjoy every moment that we have, right? And so we'll get a couple more of these before we end this, and we'll just let these two be it. How about that? We get the 4 of autumn, and the 4 is about foundations. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. How about those who are less fortunate? So there we go. We're building a foundation, and we'll be able to help out. Like, I feel like some of us who have to leave situations and use our discernment and walk away, we're going to be in a position to help those that maybe are stuck in situations and can't walk away. So you can be a guide for somebody else going through the same thing that you went through. Does that make sense? I feel like that's some of you out there that I'm channeling for, that's your lessons. You went through all that and have to let go of all that because you're guided to help others in that same situation. So some of you, that's your life path, okay? Or what you're supposed to be doing here, okay? Everything that we go through it for a reason, so that later down the road, we're going to be in a place to help others by what we went through. I strongly believe that. We also get the Queen of Winter. Strong, patient, self-sufficient, and funny. This is like taking care of yourself, right? We get let go of people or things that no longer serve you. Now is the time to focus on your career. Unmarried or divorced individual. So if you've been recently, like, I feel like I'm channeling for some of you that are recently divorced. Now's the time. Now is not the time for love. This is the time to focus on your pentacle. This is basically, I feel like this is basically the Queen of Pentacles, and this is you. Just concentrate on that and let go of all these things that are not serving you, and that those are the messages I have for you guys for this week, December 9th, 2019. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you would like a reading from me, all the information will be in the description box below on my YouTube channel. Obviously, if you're in my group on Facebook, you know how to contact me. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely week. See you this weekend. Bye.